Hello everyone, my name is Arpit Singh and today I will be delivering the presentation on role of artificial intelligence and robotics in modern era. It is an incredibly exciting topic because it is very novel and these technologies are currently on their way to reshaping our world. These are the presentation outlines, the introduction, defining the core, what is AI versus robotics, historical context, then we'll look at some key concepts of automation versus autonomy. Then we'll look at machine learning basics, types of modern robotics, roles of data and sensors, a case study at healthcare revolution. Then we'll gloss over the real world applications. Finally, we'll look into ethical considerations and how it can be deployed and prepared for our future. And that will be the end of the presentation. Now, moving on to the introduction, the age of autonomy, AI and robotics in the modern era. Now, AI and robotics are completely transforming how we live, work, and interact. While AI enables the machines to learn and make decisions, robotics gives those machines a physical form and a dimension in which they can actually perform the tasks in real world, where they can execute them physically. Together, they are driving the fourth and fifth industrial revolutions. Such revolutions vary from self-driving cars on our roads to robotic surgeries in our hospital. It is not simply science fiction anymore. It is part of our everyday life. Now, we'll look at AI versus robotics. Robotics refers to physical machines which are designed to perform tasks automatically, like industrial arms in factories like Amazon, which are used for shipping the product, and delivery bots, etc., etc. Whereas artificial intelligence is software based. It mimics humans' cognitive function like problem solving and language, such as the chatbots we use online like ChatGPT, Grok, AI. The final integration of them is where the magic lies. That is their intersection, where AI acts as the brain and it gives the robot the ability to think and adapt to their environment. Now, I'll talk about this in intersection in an elaborated manner. Now, when we combine them, we get three main capabilities. First is perception, which means that it acts as eyes and ears. Robots use computer vision to actually identify objects, and they use SLAM, which is simultaneous localization and mapping, to build a 3D map around them through which they are going to traverse. Now, second is decision making, which is the logical part. Machines, with the help of the integration with AI, can now use probabilistic reasoning to do things like dynamically reroute themselves if an obstacle appears in their way. The final thing that they get is adaptability. Now, through reinforcement learning, a robot can learn by trial and error. An example of this, which is the equivalent of it in humans, would be a child learning to walk and then generalize those skills in the new environment. Now, we'll look at the historical context of AI. The idea of intelligent machines started in science fiction with concepts like Isaac Asimov's robot laws. Now, in the 1950s, AI was born as an academic field thanks to Alan Turing. By the 1960s and 80s, we saw the first industrial robots in car manufacturing. And as the 2000s dawned upon us, it brought the rise of machine learning, which has led today to various AI-powered chatbots and robots which are working in fields like agriculture, space, and our homes. Machine learning is a subset of AI which is focused on algorithms that let computers learn from data and make predictions. There are three main types, which I'll be talking about in the next slide. These are supervised learning, reinforcement learning, and unsupervised learning. Now, supervised learning is basically the machine learns from labeled data like an email filter, learning what is spam. Unsupervised learning, on the other hand, would find patterns in data without any labels, such as grouping similar customers together. And finally, the reinforcement learning, which is what AI is based upon, mainly is that the machine learns via rewards and penalties, which is heavily used to train an AI in whatever niche it is deemed to train upon. Then we'll look upon at types of robotics, data, and sensors. We have many types of robots: industrial robots for assembly, service robots for deliveries, medical robots, and cobots that work safely alongside humans. To function, these robots rely heavily on data and sensors to interact with their environment. They use cameras for vision, LIDAR, which is LiDAR, to map distances in 3D world which they have generated around them in order to function, and global positioning system GPS for navigation. They also use force, temperature, and pressure sensors for touch and environmental awareness. AI processors all this sensor data instantly to detect objects and make real-time decisions. Now, we'll gloss upon some real-world applications in healthcare in detail. It is used in smart grids to optimize urban energy consumption and in education for personalized learning. But one of the biggest revolutions is in healthcare. The radiologists and healthcare professionals employ deep learning algorithms to analyze medical images such as X-rays, MRIs, and CT scans. And it is projected that by 2030, AI can be used as an educational platform to provide personalized learning experiences to various students. By 2035 and 2040, it is said that with the help of AI, we can reduce the customer queries, reducing response times, etc. Now, this is the slide on which we'll talk about the role of AI in healthcare. It is used in robotic surgery, AI diagnostics, rehabilitation robots, hospital automation, which means that the work of delivery can be automated and it can be done in very less time with an energy efficient manner. Then there would be predictive analysis. And, the AI can be used to predict a disease in its nascent stage, which can help improving the treatment and after treatment effects in any patient. The final impact of all this is that there would be reduced human error, there would be faster recovery time, and the final outcome of any treatment would be improved in the patient. Next, we'll look upon real world applications in industry. Now, smart factories with AI driven quality control and cobots assisting workers in heavy or repetitive tasks can help improve the efficiency with which the work is being done, which improves the productivity. There would be mass personalization of products. And finally, it can help in sustainable manufacturing with optimized energy use since it is so efficient compared to humans. Now, finally, we'll look upon ethical considerations. The major concerns that are floating in the world right now are due to AI, there would be job displacement, there are data privacy issues, and an algorithm on which the AI runs could be biased, which can be used nefariously by some individuals. Autonomous weapons could be used against which humans cannot compete. And finally, our dependence on machines will rise, not just in hardware, but in software uses as well. So, in order to combat all these potential problems, we need responsible AI development and a human oversight with ethical regulations and policies that are set to curb these problems. Now we'll look at preparing for the future. The key steps are upskilling in AI and robotics. We have to introduce interdisciplinary education, which combines artificial intelligence with biology and engineering, and ethics is the most important part that should be involved in any studying curriculum. Government policies should be made while keeping in mind the impact AI has. Investment and development should be focused for research and innovation purposes, and AI should be designed based around humans. The future trends which can be looked upon are AI-powered humanoids, brain-machine interface, which could significantly improve our cognitive abilities, fully autonomous logistics, which can improve the efficiency of current economy, and AI can be used in space exploration, which is a very complex field. That is all I have to say for the role of AI and robotics in the current world. Thank you very much.